Iran marks its 53rd day of nationwide uprisings as protests expand throughout the country. Protests were reported in many cities throughout the day, especially in several districts of Tehran. The cities of Tabriz, Isfahan, Shiraz, Mashhad, Sarbaz, Behbahan, Yazd, Bushehr, Karaj, and Baba Heydar have also reported similar anti-regime protests. On Monday morning, the latest reports from the city of Marivan of Kurdistan Province indicate an ongoing general strike and continued confrontation between protesters and the regime's security forces in various parts of the city. Local activists said authorities have dispatched different security units to Marivan to quell anti-regime protests. The people of Bukan, another city in northwest Iran, have also taken to the streets in solidarity with the protests in Marivan. Protesters created roadblocks, taking control of the streets by nightfall. Other reports on Monday indicate that students at Sharif University of Technology in Tehran and the Islamic Azad University of Rasht in northern Iran have boycotted classes, continuing their protest. Students at Noshirvani University in Babol, also in northern Iran, and Beheshti University of Tehran, among others, launched gatherings protesting gender segregation enforced by authorities in the university cafeterias. High school students have also taken to the streets on Monday throughout the country, furthering the scope of today's anti-regime protest. Students in Karaj, Shahriyar, Sabzevar, and other cities came to the streets, chanting slogans against the mullah's regime. People in the city of Siahkal in Gilan Province held a ceremony in memory of Irfan Zamani, a protester killed recently by the mullah security forces. Authorities dispatched a large number of oppressive security forces to the city, opening fire on those who had joined the ceremony to pay their respects. Brutal crackdowns and heavy rainfall were not able to disperse the crowd, paying homage to those fallen for freedom in recent days. Reports indicate authorities bussed in non-native security forces to counter the protest. A day after 227 regime parliament deputies chanted slogans against the Mujahedin-e-Khalq and called for the execution of the protesters, on Monday, the criminal judiciary chief, Ghulam Hossein Mohseni-Ejei, set the stage for the possible execution of protesters. He told the weekly meeting of the Supreme Judicial Council, anyone who has used knives or firearms and assisted enemy agents, undermining the country's security and causing fear in some areas, that person could be sentenced to retribution. As we near the anniversary of the 2019 uprisings and the 2-month mark of protests, Mrs. Maryam Rajavi reiterated the importance of unity in face of oppression in a tweet, underlining the unity of the Iranian people in the struggle for the overthrow of the regime and the establishment of a democratic republic, stating, "We consider all forces who strive for the overthrow of the Iranian regime, seek a republic, and stand for the separation of religion and state as our allies."